I'm gonna send her the link from my email. But yeah, this dream, my dreams about all them snakes. I was like,
Well, I had a crazy dream.
what did you dream?
I had a dream that my son Marquise had came. We was somewhere. I don't even know where we was at. But the only thing I remember is he came up to me and said, "Here, mom." He had gave me a new cell phone, and I was like, "I don't need this. I got my phone that I work. The one I have now is fine." He said, "Mom, here's a new cell phone." And I woke up, and that's the only thing I remember. And I'm like, "Why did I have that type of dream?" So I just wrote it in my journal.
Right.
Maybe it has to
Well,
do something with technology.
I think so. Let me see.
That's what I don't know. That's why I equate
Yeah,
it to.
because what are we? What's the astrology? I saw something in Aquarius.
Yeah, and Aquarius is my that's my no, Gemini is my rising. Aquarius is my rising. Aquarius is my rising. Gemini is my what is it? Sun, moon. Sun, yeah, wait. I'm a Gemini moon, sun, Aquarius rising.
So on the chart, you will be looking for what is in your, what is Aquarius in right now? Yeah. What house Aquarius is in right now?
Okay. And it's funny because yeah, I gotta look back at the date. I wonder what cards I pulled that day.
And right now, Saturn is in Aquarius right now.
Right, and don't that have something to do with technology?
I don't know. I think Uranus is technology.
I thought Uranus. Oh, Venus is okay. Venus is Taurus. That's things and okay.
Possession. So you can look into right now. We have Uranus and Taurus, so that makes sense. The
But I
ruler
don't
of
know when it
Aquarius.
was. It was like 2 days ago.
Well, I think it's been in now 2 days. The ruler of Uranus. Yeah, Uranus is ruled by Aquarius, and what else?
I don't know.
And then Taurus is possession. That will be the cell phone, and you are a Taurus, dreaming about your son. What sign? I mean, yeah, who would be the sun in astrology?
They have a fourth house, right? Family.
Mm-hmm. So you will be looking too to see what's in your fourth house.
Children, family. Yeah, I just thought that was so weird. I'm like, okay, what is going on here?
Yeah,
Hmm.
that is weird.
Like, why did I have a dream like that? Mhm.
That go, Jennifer. Okay, let me get these cards. Welcome.
Yes, yeah.
Hey,
Welcome.
girl.
Hello,
Hey.
hello.
Okay, let me see. Hold on. I'm trying to see the sharing of the screen. That's what it is. So we were just looking into this full moon coming up, and so June 14th, super. Do you know anything about the moon we coming up on, Jennifer? The super
Oh,
strawberry.
it's on Tuesday, right?
Yep. So moon first, moon close. Yeah.
In Capricorn.
You said what?
Oh, it's in Sagittarius going into Capricorn.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but they're calling it a super moon.
They be having all these names for the moon's child.
I know.
Oh, this astrology site. Well, yeah, I was telling Lisa earlier about last night, and so after Shanette left, then I hear the doorbell ring, and it was my neighbors, and so she was like, "My grandma told me to tell you to come help. My grandpa passed out and can't wake up or whatever." And so I'm like, "Oh my goodness!" Like just panicking. Left my phone, but when we got there, he was already transitioning. Like when I was wiping him down, because I was thinking, because he kept gasping for air, I was thinking that he couldn't breathe, and so he gasped for air like 2 or 3 times. Yeah, about 3 times, and then he transitioned. Yeah, I'm trying to see if there's any more information about it says it means that changes in there.
Mm. And it's supposed to stay. It's supposed to be like this. I think until like October.
Until October.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe just a bunch of transitional. Um,
They say like with the government, the way we do things.
mm, yeah, I don't really keep up with all the moons and the phases.
Yeah. Hello.
Where is what house is Sag or Capricorn for y'all?
You said what?
What house is Sag and Capricorn in for
Sag and
y'all?
Capricorn
Yeah.
for that specific day.
No, natally.
Oh, let me see. You look cute, girl.
Sage.
Um, Sag and Capricorn. Mars is in Capricorn in the sixth, and
Mine
then
is 6 too.
Neptune and Sag in the fifth.
Oh, Capricorn ain't even on mine in the natal chart.
So
Yeah, it is. Everybody got Capricorn. What house is it? Well, you may not have any planets in there, but
Right, exactly. That's what it is. No planets.
what house is it?
Uh, eighth.
Eight.
Yeah, but
And where?
That's not my. That's not my son. I meant my natal. I don't know.
yeah, on your birth
That's
chart, switch it to birth chart so you can see.
Oh,
And the eighth house is the house of pleasures, right?
uh,
Or sex.
transformation.
Um,
That too. That's true.
I can't hear you, Jennifer.
Yeah, so my native. No, that's not it. So I don't have no planets in Capricorn. Um,
Uh-uh. What house?
I don't know. It says eighth house. Looking on the cusp. I don't know the house cusp. It says the eighth. I need to look at it from a different
Where's your
perspective.
Where's your Saturn?
My Saturn is in Taurus in 11th house.
Your Saturn is in Taurus in the 10th house. Capricorn
11th.
is in the 8th. Um, if Taurus if Taurus is your 10th house, then Capricorn can't be your 8th house.
No, it's a 11th on my birth chart. It says Saturn Taurus 11th.
Okay, so Saturn, Taurus is in your 11th, which would mean Aries is in your 10th, Pisces is in your 9th. Okay, yes, so Cap's in your 8th. Okay, so maybe a change or transformation in the things that you value
Hmm.
and the quality of work that you put in to get the things that you desire to have, material things. Perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah, just a guess. And then the sixth house is your service. Maybe you, Nina, are feeling like you need to maybe do some deeper research into how um, be of service. Perhaps health matters. Maybe some changes there.
You said do some research on what?
How you want to be of service. I said it could also be of health. How you plan to change your health.
Yeah, I've been looking for chiropractor
Mm-hmm.
for the family. I wanted a melanated person, of course, but I am just thinking if I find somebody close that just does family chiropractic, I could just go to them. I always
Mm-hmm.
be trying to go all out the way for no reason.
Yeah.
But then when I think about chiropractic, it is a touching type of healing. And so I might just go find try out some melanated chiropractic. Yeah, that's what stood out this week. I rode past the chiropractor office and it said family care. And that's what the dentist, the natural dentist was saying. Like you just go to a chiropractor and they do the same thing as pediatricians.
Mm.
So maybe initiating that.
Hmm. It's funny because I know for my job they have a medical mission and it's in Dominican Republic and I did get chosen to go. But now something is like I don't know what it is. Something's like Lisa, you may have to just not even go to this one.
Mm.
Why you don't? I mean, well,
I
mm,
don't know. At first, I was all for it, but
Mm.
I don't know. Some said, Lisa, just sit this one out.
Mm.
I don't know, because you got to have your COVID shot, and I'm like, I'm not doing all that.
They're
okay.
doing cool. I was just reading that they oh, maybe Costa. You said it's Costa Rica. Where was it?
Dominican Republic. Um,
Dominican Republic. So
yeah.
they require people to be vaccinated, or that's through your job is requiring you to be
Well, no,
vaccinated in order to
my
go.
my job not requiring it anymore. Um, but that's one of the questions, and it's two applications, one for your job and then one for them. So I think it's Dominican Republic, the medical mission where we're going to be. Maybe they're requiring it because we're going to be dealing with so many
Ah,
people that's sick.
mm-hmm.
So after they kept talking about that when we was on a call, I was like, I ain't going.
Mm.
Especially if it's a requirement.
So, and I want to go to a medical mission so bad. Like, I've always wanted to do one. And when it popped up in my job, I said, up, it's time. And I filled out the application, got accepted and everything. But now something is saying, Lisa,
This ain't
don't go
it.
to this one. Like, I don't know what it is. Something is telling me not to go
Mm.
because I'm not
It's
getting the COVID
interesting.
vaccine. So,
I didn't even know that was still a thing. I thought we had moved forward to the monkeypox.
yeah, yeah.
Now they got a new scare. So
Mm-hmm.
I thought we had forgot about COVID. So it's odd. Yeah. I always go with your first mind though.
And my first mind was to go.
Well, if your gut is telling you don't go there. Do you feel stronger about going or not going?
Not going.
Mm.
And I keep fighting with myself. I'm like, but I want to go. This is what I always wanted to do. And now it's right here at my door.
Mm. Sometimes.
Look, I just put this card back in the deck.
What was it?
This one in it. I pulled it anyway. This is the marigold card, the number 40, and the Leo, and the dream catcher and sun. That's the positivity card. Hold on. I'm gonna look it up. Were you about to say something else, Jennifer?
Mm-mm.
Who got birds?
Okay.
That's nice.
That's Jennifer.
Yeah,
They
sorry.
got-
Mhm.
I'm looking up the
They sound beautiful.
right.
I'm used to my
They
birds, but
really
mine's
do. What did you say about yours, Lisa? Sorry, you cut out.
oh. I said, I'm used to my birds in the background chirping and everything, but they must be asleep. But they sound beautiful though.
They do.
Okay, so the positivity card, which is miracle. I wish I had this one open. Oh my goodness. So it says for the quote, flowers always make people better, happier, and more helpful. They are sunshine, food, and medicine to the soul. And then the oracle meaning is a better understanding is indicated. and a reason to be more optimistic about outcomes and the roads to get there. There are opportunities for nurturing encounters, and a general aura of happiness prevails. Marigolds help us focus on the positive aspects of even the most difficult events. Your inner child may need to come out for play, and be sure to take creative invitations. Be wary of not having it all or not having all of the facts and of emotional blockages. Cultivation. Marigolds can be planted right throughout the year in most tropical and subtropical zones, and in spring in cold environments, and in summer in temperate areas. They are an annual that must grow in a sheltered spot and prefer a warm, full sun position. So they need to be sheltered and they prefer a warm, full sun position. Marigolds work well in pots and baskets as well as a garden bed and need a friable soil that is improved. A friable soil. Hold on, y'all. I'm just a friable soil that is improved with organic matter. They will flower in about 12 weeks, and base life is 6 to 7 days. Magical correspondences uses is for vigor, renewal, life force, creativity, and grief. I also use marigolds in all of my skin products. I make an oil, and so it's really good for eczema as well. Um, what else? Oh, deities. Bridget Hewitt's Zillow Patchouli. Y'all know I messed that up. Nana Huzatin, and the celestial is in relation to the sun, and of course the astrological sign is Leo. And for a positivity spell, it says this twig square will pull in positive energy for your spaces. You can sandwich 1 teaspoon of marigold petals between two small pieces of translucent cloth and frame with four twigs that were found in the sun. Sew through the cloth with natural thread, binding all sides closed and hold on, binding all sides closed onto the twigs. Oh, so you put it on there. Okay, and it says hang in the area in which you want to attract positivity. And so I'm trying to figure out. So if you sew through the cloth with natural thread, binding all the sides closed onto the twigs. So where would the so maybe like a little a square, maybe a small square, and then okay. But yeah, you can use this to, like I said, attract positivity. Me personally, I've never used marigolds in my spiritual practices, and so might give this a try. If it's just to, and it's very simple. You're going to get sticks out the yard or twigs, so I might try it. I don't be wasting herbs. That's just me. But I will post this in the Patreon, so everybody, if you want to do that with your marigolds, I know Karen Nissa is growing marigolds. You have some too, right, Jennifer? If you respond, I can't hear. I muted the mics to keep the background noise from in the background. I mean, picking up on the recording.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Now what you say?
Um, yes, I have marigold.
Oh, yeah, my marigolds didn't sprout, y'all. I don't know why. I'm gonna try again. Karen Nissa, she said the pack I sent her had one seed in it, which is ironic. So I sent her some more, but the marigold looks like a tree, a strong tree when it's first growing. Um, so yeah, and that's it for this day. Y'all know I've been trying to figure out this tarot. I'm not really familiar with the system, and so I really had no put it down. But Bridget suggests that we just give the tarot a chance, so we're gonna pull that card next. I did find this book. If you don't know anything about tarot, I'm sorry, I forgot to put your camera back up. Okay. If you don't know anything about tarot, here's a book I got off Amazon, and it's just Tarot for Beginners. I pulled it out. I actually found it the other night, and so I'm going to read a arcana, read through the arcanas, and see if I can just grasp some of this. With the tarot, it's just a lot of information. It's like what? So I'm gonna pull from a Hood tarot card. I like this deck too because it does come with the plants, and I got this off Amazon. Jennifer encouraged me to get it directly from the author because I had one on Etsy, and she was like, "Why you ain't trying to get it from the author?" I'm like, "Thank you for telling me. I didn't even think to look up the author."
I'm gonna have
It,
to look that up.
yeah, they probably would have sold me a knockoff deck because people kept saying it doesn't come with the book, and I'm like, "Why?" So we're gonna shuffle these and
I know I got Ace of Cubs and King of Pentacles today.
do you? I don't even know what that means.
And don't
Jennifer,
I can't answer any questions. That's all I know what I got.
I'm like, Jennifer, do you know anything about that?
I gotta go look at the book.
Mm. Yeah, no, I would have to look it up and then interpret it for myself.
Yeah.
Right. I'm like, I'm totally lost. Well, at least we on our mission to try to get a better understanding.
Yep. 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 We building our community.
Yeah, Bridget been on here breaking it down for us. I'm like, girl, I hadn't dumped the tarot, honestly. I was like, yeah, it ain't resonating with my soul. So this is the card we pulled, the Ace of Baskets. And I'm just trying to make sure the card is included in the video. Look at this. Okay, so the Ace of Baskets, the baskets would be cups, huh? Them bones, Ace of Baskets. Ace. This is a good deck. I feel more comfortable with this one than a lot of the tarot decks that I have purchased. But sometimes I'm still a little lost. Ace of Baskets. Okay, so the plant for this card is wild lettuce, and the image is a basket overflowing with water sits atop a lodestone. Lodestones are used in hoodoo to attract love and prosperity. The card we pulled for the oracle deck was prosperity. Okay. Meaning the positive meaning would be compassion, emotional renewal, having a sense of peace, falling in love, conception, relationships, happiness, messages, and water, abundance, empath, intuition, feeling refreshed, spiritual people, and healing old wounds. And the negative would be suppressed feelings, unrequited love, being overly emotional, miscarriage, and bad breakups. And y'all, this resonates for me today because after last night, after witnessing somebody literally lose their husband in front of me,
Mm-hmm.
it made me to value my own just that much more.
Mm-hmm.
I just could not imagine. I would never be able to forget her. Just like, Nina, help, help. And I couldn't help. That was the thing. It's like, her face, I ain't gonna never forget her face, number one. And then just having to reassure her that he was in her arms. He wasn't in the arms of strangers and all that. But it was just heavy energy.
Yeah.
And people tend to think that I don't like Caucasians. I like people that like me. I am for my people. I'm not gonna apologize for that. And so he was a Caucasian man. Everybody know I be for marrying in and us, but he was just so free hearted. Like I say, having that fatherly spirit. He taught me how to change the oil in the lawnmower. My dad has never even taught me anything in relation to car. I ain't never seen my daddy with a car. And so I just feel like us choosing this home put me in the right place to be around some of that energy. And just he was my friend. I was closer to him than I was his wife. I used to she used to joke about trying to steal her husband. And I was like, girl, I don't nobody want Paul. Paul is for you, okay? And so it just made me appreciate my husband even more. I can't imagine none of that happening. And so the deeper look at the relationships is definitely on point. And then I feel a sense of being grateful today. Cause sometimes I feel like we out here in the world and we trauma bonding. Y'all, why I keep forgetting the camera? I be how we trauma bond with each other. And sometimes we'll be in a place of being grateful or in a happy place. And when we're around others and they are going on, we tend to try to be relatable for some strange reason and be bringing up stuff instead of just being in a happy place. And so that has been on my mind lately as well, just taking it all in and being in a place of gratefulness and operating from that place, not just visiting, but being content, like right here. A lot of times we get like caught up in how here we chasing the bag, and I don't personally chase the bag, just out here. It was the first thing I thought about the gardening class coming to an end. It's like, okay, what's next? And it's like it's okay to stand still sometimes. You don't necessarily have to always have the next thing lined up. And what it reminded me of is overstimulation. I was reading an article about if you just picking up your phone and scrolling, it's like an addiction because really you're having to be stimulated all the time. And I looked about you sitting and we have all these projects lined up. And it's just like some stuff is cool, but sometimes you need to sit still. Sometimes the universe will have you to sit still to give you something a little better than what you had planned on your own. And so that's what I was feeling this week. And this morning I did stay up last night and cry because, like I said, it was my friend. But this morning I was taking out time to talk to his wife Rosa about him and his grandkids being that they've been over here for the last couple of weeks. Him getting to spend his last days with his grandkids. That was just like huge to me. So just trying to encourage her to look on the positive side of things. And like I say, it was just an eye opener. We all need to really be in a place of being grateful, especially on the outside. Well, looking on the outside, the world and the state. It's like if you create your own reality, then you should be in a place of gratefulness. I know all of us are successful people. You know, you and Lisa just got y'all promotions. You got Brittany, her and her husband just flipped their first house. We got Shanette, her and her son are authors. And that's what we bonded on yesterday. I did meet Shanette for the first time. Just being able to actually really link up and it being last minute. It was nothing planned. It was just like, okay, let's do it. and just enjoying the people in their time and the space, because I like to be present. Like I said, I don't, when I'm visiting with somebody, I give them my full attention. I don't have a phone. And that's what I was telling Lisa earlier with Paul. We hadn't sat outside and talked since before COVID. And so I'm so grateful that this week they were out there working in the yard, and I'm glad I went over there. And so we had our last conversation. We pretty much talk about the same thing, politics and the state of the world, and of course his grandkids. He loves his grandkids and his grandson the most. Okay, he was talking about how he's gonna purchase him his first car, and he was talking about this pool. He always talk about the pool he wanted, and so I was also letting his wife know he had a list of things he wanted to do. And so when we last had a conversation, he said, I got one more thing on my list that I want to do to my yard. And I thought that he was going to procrastinate. You know, Sage, child. We do one thing at a time. It'll get done tomorrow. And I looked up and he was out there that evening. We had been outside all day already. It was very hot. And he still was out there just trying to get it done. So I feel like he ran his course. Everything was in his place. And then I looked at the astrology, which I never do. So I'm just said, look at the astrology. And looking at the astrology, that's when I saw Saturn was in Capricorn. Let me see. Let me make sure. I know. Oh, Lisa, I know pulled up your chart. Let me go back over here. Hold on. And the current planets.
I thought it was in Aquarius.
No, Pluto was in Capricorn last night. So I just felt like it was fitting, you know. We also had last night. What did I tell you was the moon was in Scorpio. Yep, moon in Scorpio, and Pluto was in Cap. And so it was a perfect end to me. Yeah. And I was telling Lisa I have never been so close to death. And in my head, my ego was like, maybe if y'all just can get them, bring them back. But then Ray was like, good. So he can be at peace. He had failed 3 times yesterday, like literally. And these past couple of years, he kept falling. And not just okay, he fell onto my falling to where he hit his head on the coffee table and like on the floor. And so Ray looks at death in a different way. But I was telling him like I've never been so close. It was crazy. And so this morning I got up and I fed myself some earth foods. I had hash browns. I just felt like I needed to be grounded. It was like a long night. And then the kids not being able to talk to them, knowing that he was gone. I felt like I was lying. I was like, it's gonna be okay. And I don't even know how they took it. But I was telling the kids the other day they were complaining about their phones and how their mom had locked the phones. And I said, yeah, because you're supposed to be enjoying your grandparents. They're not gonna always be around. And so in saying that, I was talking to the oldest last night, and I said, "Yeah." I said, "Ariana, do you remember when I just said that we were sitting outside?" She was like, "Yeah." And so she was the last one up last night, and she's an Aquarius. And I'm trying to remember. Yeah, Saturn was in Aquarius, and when everybody went to bed, she was sniffling. And I said, "What's wrong?" And she said, "It just not got to me." And I felt like she felt that he was gone at that point. It was just a lot. So yeah, that's how yesterday, and I was also telling her, Jennifer, and we talked the day before that, I dreamed about snakes. It was a lot of snakes coming. And I had a shovel and I was like taking a shovel, knocking their heads off. And they just kept coming. I'm like, dang. And so when we were working in their yard the other day, we were moving around some stuff in their yard, and all the snakes from their yard came to ours. And so yesterday morning when I got up, I found the snake skin in the greenhouse gate. And I brought it in the house. Of course, y'all know I'm gonna pick up all the spiritual tools. And it seemed like since I brought that in the house, I was dreaming about snakes and babies back to back. So I don't know. Yeah, I thank y'all for this just being a place for me to be able to share that because it was a lot. And then also these are our last couple of weeks together. And so I just want to make sure that everybody is actually getting a harvest of some sort. And don't forget to record your videos showing and describing how that food tastes. Whether it be something you've grown before, just identifying and being in tune with growing your own food, the frequency, what it made you feel like. That is the graduation requirement. Just you can make a short video or you can share it on here live. Last week, Shanette harvested her radish, and she had never had radish before. And so we got to witness that here. Y'all can just do it in video form, whatever it takes, and then I'll be sure to get all of the certificates printed up this week. So as you all submit your videos, I can get your certificates mailed out to you before the last week of class, and just keep the energy open and flowing. Look, y'all, Shanette came. I done sent her home with 8 dozen eggs now. So she said the kids was trying to eat all the eggs this morning. She's like, why? Why do y'all want to eat all of them at one time? I said, they probably like, we got an abundance of them. Let's just eat them. And she said the eggs was good, and I'm grateful because we do feed our chickens well. We feed our chickens marigolds. It's funny that that card will come up. They have a mixture. I make sure they get flowers and stuff. And so this week I learned that the chickens like mixed vegetables. And so we've been feeding them mixed vegetables and watermelon. We found a seeded watermelon and they love that. Okay. And so it was just a light week outside of Paul passing or transitioning. And so we're not gonna get too heavy. If you all have any questions, go ahead and ask them. If you want to share your garden, go ahead. It's really gonna be pretty much a free form for the rest of the month, and just making sure everybody has the opportunity to meet certification requirements. And if you don't get certified, you don't get your certificate. It's not the end of the world. But in order to be certified, and you can take this class and teach whoever with it. You don't need a piece of paper to do that. But just I felt like when you take a class, there should be some kind of sense of completion. And so whatever you harvest, just don't make sure. And like I said, it doesn't have to be a fruit or vegetable. It can be a herb. Because I know some of y'all, I'm looking at y'all plants. And Karen Nilsa, our plants, they're growing. It just seems like we're in slow motion. The corn is the biggest right now. And so I'm just hoping that she gets a harvest before we're done. I know the corn ain't gonna come in before we're done, but of something. The tomatoes, everybody's tomatoes are looking good. And so her tomatoes did have flowers on them. And so just making sure everybody sees the end result from seed to finish. And if y'all want to, of course, I'm finna get outside. Today is watering day. Yesterday was watering day. I'm gonna get outside and show y'all an update of the plants. The squash, the hand pollination went well last week. I was able to take a paintbrush and get some of the pollen from the male squash and stick it inside the female, and now the squash is bigger. So that does work. This is my first time doing that. Like I said, I don't like interfering with the natural process, but I haven't seen a whole bunch of bees, honestly. I don't know if it's because the flowers are just not coming in, but I don't have a lot of bees in the yard. The first year I had a lot of them. And so I am going to continue to hand pollinate. Yesterday, while Shanette was here, the wind, we had a big gust of wind. The wind turned over the greenhouse again, And so it was on top of the squash, and I had to get out there. So my potato plants are completely flat. I hope they bounce back. But yesterday it was like, okay. And I'm just thinking, when did we start getting gusts of wind to lift the greenhouses off the ground? I don't recall since we've been here. I digress. And so it pulled up the honeydew plant by the root. I think that whole plant is gonna die. I don't know, but it was totally out of the ground and disconnected from the rest of it. And so I'm gonna get out there today and finally repair the greenhouse. I do have the new greenhouse in. Gonna get everything back stable. I have new covers. I have one here and one is on the way. And we're gonna move forward. The most hard thing for me this season was the wind. I really don't understand what's happening. But I just try not to let it discourage me. The chickens did get back into the carrots between the chickens and the rabbit. Yesterday I went out. The rabbit had dug up the onions that I planted, and so I didn't know rabbits dig in flower pots. I honestly didn't. I thought they were cool because they was in containers. Nah, he hopped up in there and dug up the onions. So now I just got one brand of onions still growing. And so once I get everything covered back up, I'm just gonna replant the stuff that kind of got messed up and keep moving forward. Don't be discouraged in your garden. I don't care what's going on. Jennifer, I know you had an incident. Did you get your new cameras installed?
No, not yet. Tomorrow. Tomorrow they're coming.
Good girl. I can't believe somebody would put poop in your garden.
Yeah.
And it's just like you don't see stuff that's growing here that we're gonna eat.
Yeah. Very weird.
Oh yeah. Lisa, what is your garden? What do you have going on this week?
Um, well, besides watering and clipping, nothing much. I do see some of my cherry tomatoes, but I think because I didn't clip, I think that
Mm-hmm.
is affecting them. They do have flowers on them, and some you do see some of the cherry tomatoes. They're green. Um,
Good.
the lettuce and the kale that I replanted is growing good.
Good.
Um, and then it's funny because the tomato plant that I planted inside of the bed, the raised bed,
Mm-hmm.
I thought it had died because it did look like it did, but now it looks like it's coming back
Good. See?
along with the tomatoes that I put. Wait a minute, the cucumber. That was a cucumber that's coming back, and it looked like the
Good.
tomatoes is coming back too.
Yeah,
So
cucumbers are very resilient. They are.
I don't know. I know last year I ain't had no issue with no, not last year, year before,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know this time.
So how's your citrus tree doing?
That's doing fine. Um, yeah, that's doing fine. I'm just watering it. It seemed like some more leaves have sprouted.
Good.
Um, the basil is looking good. I think I probably get that maybe 2 more weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
And remember to keep trimming the basil. The more you trim, the more it grows.
See, and I ain't did that yet. That's why I got the clippers outside, and I said I was going to do it because that's
Mm-hmm.
what I have not been doing, and I think that has been my downfall.
Mm-hmm. The herbs, they have to be trimmed to promote new growth. Well, I want to update y'all on my trees, child. I think the trees died because I didn't know you're supposed to soak the trees beforehand. The trees
What?
was in the ground. When you get trees, if they are bare root, which is just a root system, you need to put them immediately in water. And so mine were in the garage, in the steaming hot garage, just sitting in the bag. So none of the trees, I don't see a green leaf. They all look like dead sticks. I am going to give it a moment, but sometimes they will come back after a winter. So I'm not going to throw them out. I'm not going to give a look. And that's the blackberries and the blueberries. The lime trees, they sprouted flowers, some more flowers. So I'm grateful for that. Um, the yellow watermelon, it's going a little slower than the orange, I mean the red, but it's coming along. My corn is outgrowing the greenhouse. I don't know what I was thinking. Is that corn doesn't need to be in a small space. I was just thinking because it has a shallow root system that it will be okay, but I didn't think about the height of the corn. And so it's very bushy and beautiful, but it's in a tight space. And so I might have to repot that outside. The okra is getting pretty tall. The corn that's planted outside is okay. This week I did go back out and water all the grapevines. I had not been watering because we did get a little rain. My tomatoes has flowers, but I think I'm gonna have to hand pollinate because number one, my consistency has been lacking. I haven't been out there every morning opening the greenhouse like I usually do. But I just feel like it's so many holes in it. They're gonna find the holes and get in, and that's not right. So once I get the new greenhouse, I am gonna get out as soon as I wake up, open up greenhouses. The sunflowers are taller than me. They are beautiful. Um, what else is out there? What other tree? I'm thinking on the other side. I had the purple onions and the white Lisbon onions. The rabbit dug up the white Lisbon. And so the other ones are sprouted. I have a couple of carrots that the rabbit left behind that are doing awesome. Oh, my cannabis, both of those have taken off to the gods. They are beautiful. So I'm gonna show y'all those. They are healthy and full. The one that was dying, it needs to be outside. It came back and it's like strong. And so I am gonna go out today, while we're here and feed it some molasses. When you're growing the cannabis like sugars, and so I chose molasses. You pretty much can take any form of raw sugar and feed it to that plant, and that's gonna help it to form bigger, stronger flowers. I didn't know that last year, and I fed it that still. It was just a little bit later in the season, and so I'm gonna start that early this time. When I grew it last year, the taste it didn't have a sometimes I'm Reggie Miller, remember? So sometimes it tastes like a dirt flavor. So the green that I grew last year, it didn't taste like dirt. It tastes beautiful. And so that's what I want for these plants. They are looking good. And oh, the rabbits dug up the cantaloupe, right? And so the cantaloupe survived. It has sprouted, both of them. And so I'm grateful for that. We have a cantaloupe in the refrigerator that we're neglecting. But and today with y'all, if those of you that stay on, I'm gonna finally harvest a beet. Y'all know I've been cringing every time I bring up the beet. I frown my face. Today I'm gonna harvest the beet and taste it. I grew Jupiter beets. I feel like I need to taste this beet just to make sure I have not misjudged the beet. Okay. And
Oh,
so,
so you don't like beets?
no, 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 no. I taste the leaf and it just tastes like blood. I'm like, ugh.
Hmm.
Not like necessarily blood, but when I think of the beet, that's what I think of. And so it's all here.
Mm-hmm.
I did buy some watermelon. If I don't like the beets, I'm just gonna make a watermelon beet combination, and that'll help me to get it in. But I grew beets twice last year and this year. Last year I froze them. They probably still in the freezer. So they're probably in the back of the freezer with icicles on it. Okay. And so this year, I made a promise to myself that everything that grows out there, I am going to fully eat. Sometimes your spirit or your soul is telling you what to grow because your body needs it. And so I just feel like in our food consumption, we have to mature. It's not about what you like to eat; it's what your body is needing. And so that's what we're going with, y'all. Them okra, Ray say he eat them straight off the tree. They so hairy, but I'm gonna try it. I'm like, how you eating a hairy okra off the tree, child? I'm gonna try it though.
Make sure you take a picture of that because I never had okra. I don't even know what.
Really?
Mm.
Someone suggested that I eat it raw because I cannot
Mm-hmm.
eat it cooked in any way, fried, stewed. It's disgusting. I
Yeah,
can't
they
do
say
it.
when you eat it raw, you and you harvest it just in time, you don't get the slime and all that. I personally like the slime. I rather it boiled with black pepper and salt, but I'm gonna try it raw this year. Like I be eating the slime.
Mm. I'm gonna bypass all that. All that slime mess. That's
No, it is. It is.
yeah. I'm gonna have to bypass all that.
Mm-mm.
I forgot
Can't
about
do
my
it.
watermelons. They getting. I guess they taking their own time.
Watermelons.
Yeah. And then my sunflowers. They looking good. They still ain't tall yet, but I don't know.
Let's
But
see them.
since
Yeah,
I was out,
Jennifer said she got a surprise watermelon this season.
I did. It's big too.
see
Oh,
now see how the I'm just looking at these leaves. And why is those leaves like that? That wasn't like that.
It looks like they need
well, I know.
water.
Yeah, when the sun comes out, the plants would send all their power to the root system, and so they all look limp during the day, pretty much.
Well, no,
But
it's a
yeah, that one do look like it need a lot of water, girl.
yeah, but I water them all the time. Like, look at the one in the back. Well, they
Those
got
the
two leaves.
sunflowers.
Yeah, these two right here are the sunflowers. And
You
then my
lucky.
elephant ears
You got no
coming through.
bugs. I got them. I got three more elephant ears. I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Yeah,
See, I
yo.
told you I've been neglecting pruning and all that. So my what you call this? These little cherry tomatoes. Because I ain't been pruning. Yeah.
Yeah, just clean up the bottom and get them suckers out of there. If you
We
clip the suckers, it'll put more power into more leaf production.
mm-hmm. But you can see the little cherry tomatoes right there.
Look at them.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah, it's a lot actually on there. And then that's two watermelons.
So you
Mm.
did the buckets.
Yeah, so that's two of them in there. And see the difference between these two and then these two. These two are small, and I planted them all at the same time.
Yeah, that's how the yellow ones are in my garden. I have the red ones that are growing like crazy. The orange ones not as fast, and the yellow is very slow. And so maybe it's just a breakdown of the genetics of the plant.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
that's
good.
the marigolds I did last week.
Look, everybody got marigolds except me. I still been buying my marigolds.
And right there underneath that, that's the lettuce. That's the new lettuce I planted.
Why
And
you
right,
cover it?
that's that's the kale, huh?
Why you cover it? Someone was eating at it.
Well, these doggone birds, man. I had the cover over top of it, but I took it off.
Oh,
And this is carrots I just planted like 3 days ago, and I see it sprouting.
yeah, carrots come in very fast. The chickens just won't let me be great. They just keep digging through 'em. Like I didn't plant them just the other day.
And then see it here. This is the corn.
Is that the banana tree you just said?
Yeah, that's one banana tree. That's the other one.
It looks good.
And then that one right there, I don't know. I planted that last year, but I thought it was dead. But it's coming back, I guess.
Good.
And then here's the corn.
That corn getting big.
You think so? Because I think it ain't getting big at all. And I'm like, Dad, when is it gonna grow?
Well, I was researching a couple of days ago, and it was saying with corn, You have to feed it nitrogen for it to produce the corn ears. It'll split off like it's gonna do it.
So
And
that's what I
also,
need to do.
yeah, and it said that once you feed it that'll help it to form the actual head. So any natural source of nitrogen.
Mm.
Yeah, I just remember I had been composting the wrong way.
What you
So
mean?
in my compost bin, I had just been putting the scraps from what we eat, eggshells and coffee grinds. But you're supposed to put cardboard or either wood chips. And also, you can use grass. I was doing that right. I would just use when I go out and prune my plants, I would put what I prune into the mulch. But I was wondering why my mulch was kind of sticky, and it's because it needs, either wood chips or something natural to stay balanced in a certain consistency.
Mm.
When I put it out, it would draw ants because it was so thick and mushy. And it also draws the damn chickens because they gonna dig through it. They don't care. And the rabbit. And so now I went back out there this week and I took the chicken coop. I used wood chips in there. So I took all the things I cleaned out the chicken coop and added it to the compost, which is gonna make it super rich because the chicken poop is in there too.
Mm-hmm.
And the best thing about raising chickens is that what are those, Lisa?
These are strawberries that I made a mistake in planting here with these other things, but all these right here, they dying. So they flower and they die.
What were they?
Remember I thought these were the elephant ears, and now they're these. I don't even know what type of flower this. I don't know.
It's pretty. You should put them into the plant app.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, they beautiful.
But I guess after they flower, they die, and now I'm like, dang, now that's dead, and I've been putting
Yeah,
support on them.
you gotta find something else.
Well, yeah, I'm planting some more doggone elephant ears. Shoot, I still got
Yeah,
a whole lot.
yeah. I forgot what I was gonna say. And I'm gonna go back and watch the video. I'm like, dang, I left a big gap of the cup. But yeah, oh, the chicken poop. The
Yeah, yeah,
chicken
yeah.
poop. I looked on Amazon and I just did not know that was a thing. People buying chicken poop. And it's like $20 a bag. I don't
What?
know how they process it, but yeah, they use it for fertilizer, just like cow manure. And so I'm just thinking maybe we can start selling our poop. Um, it's not
Yep.
a bad idea. We have plenty of it.
Another stream of income.
I'm gonna be dealing in poop. Yeah, I might do that. Yeah, we're gonna go and get outside. The full moon is coming. I will be doing some work. Last week, I mean this month alone has been a whole full of different things jumping out, and I was looking at the astrology. I'm like, dang, I just want to guess. I've been so close to death. Number one. Yeah, Lisa said she trying to get on. I wonder what's going on with the link. So Jennifer, when you was trying to get in, what was it saying?
It just said that it would let me it would let me know when it just said waiting to join. Did you change the link? Has it changed? Is it the same
I
link every time?
No, it changed every week.
Oh, well, maybe she's trying to use a different link. Maybe she's using an older link.
I posted it in the Patreon too, though.
I
Let
didn't
me,
see it in the
I didn't see it.
Patreon. I
Yeah,
had
me
actually
neither.
gone to an older link.
really? Let me
Yeah,
check.
I didn't see it posted in there.
I only saw it in my email.
Girl, somebody needs to slap me. Let me look on here, drafts, and there it is. Still sending drafts. All right, well, let me post this. Better late than never. I'm glad I texted everybody. Karen, this is the only person who I don't have their phone number. Brittany said that she's driving back to Maryland. They in the process of moving, and they're
Oh wow.
moving. Yeah, she's moving to I think she said from Virginia to Maryland or from Maryland to Virginia.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
she's moving just yeah to Virginia. She says just an hour from where they stay.
Oh, okay, that's not bad.
Yeah, I remember asking why you choose Virginia. I lived in Virginia and they were so racist, baby. We used to get death threats to the school.
Mm.
It's really crazy. We got one. We couldn't go to Walmart because somebody been calling and threatened us. It was really crazy. And that was in
Wow.
Marion, Virginia. Yeah, it's crazy.
I didn't know they was like that.
Me neither. Okay.
Yeah, I got the prettiest purple basil
Let me
that
see.
came in. Hold on. Let me
Oh, oh yeah, let me see.
hey,
Joan,
Hey
I'm
y'all,
so sorry, girl.
okay.
it's okay. I'm like, I've been trying to get in for over an hour.
And I looked at the post. I said I posted in the Patreon, and Jennifer said it's not in the Patreon. Your garden is so pretty.
Thank you.
Yes, it
Look
is.
at look how pretty that is. It's
Mm.
so
Yeah,
pretty.
That's
that's pretty.
beautiful.
That do look good.
I've never grown purple basil before, so excited
Yeah,
about
it's
it.
beautiful.
Thank you.
And what else is there, Jennifer?
Okay, so there's some dill right here. That's the little mystery watermelon right there. I have no idea. These are chives. These chives are about 3 seasons old.
Wow.
Yeah. This kale is about coming up on 3 seasons old. So it's gone to flower, but the bees love it. So this is curly kale. This is dino kale right here. And cilantro, parsley. I started kind of late, like well after Mother's Day, because it was still very cold. Um, this is lettuce. This is kidney bean.
Mm.
This is like I don't know if this is tomato or pineapple, but this came back. Hi. Um, again, this is another tomato plant that came back, so I'm not really sure. I made the mistake of planting tomatoes in the same spot 2 seasons in a row. You're not supposed to do that because you can have some crossbreeding. So like pineapple tomatoes are like a bright yellow, yellowish orange. And prior to that, I had planted some black cherry tomatoes. So last season, the harvest was kind of a combination of both of those. So they were large, like pineapple, but they had like streaks of black. They were beautiful. So I just planted some peas right here. This is echinacea, but this is also the box that got pooped in. So I think it got trampled. Like you can see, this got broken. So I think someone just let their dog hop up here and do whatever. Um, some more tomatoes here. This is a pepper. These are the Jimmy Nordello. So they are sweet red peppers, but they look like chili peppers. But they're
Mm.
delicious. Yeah, Jimmy Nordello. That's Ashley cucumber right there. And then over here, pretty much
What
the
are the
same thing.
flowers?
Um, these are marigolds right here.
Mm.
I have no idea what those are. I ended up just picking those up from the store.
They are cute.
They are.
Little petunias. So these right here are all weeds. typically I cut them, but the bees love them. Like it's full of bees. It's full of bees. And then these are pickling cucumbers, all three of those back there. And then these are bell peppers right here. And then we've got cherry tomatoes right here. Just some flowers for the bees. There's an onion in there, just some trial stuff. And then two watermelon with some more marigold.
Yeah, you gonna make me plant some marigolds.
Wait a minute. How many? That was 3 or 4 different beds.
2, 3, 4. Well, this including this small one is it's 5.
Wow, they look beautiful.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
they
I
look
was
Look,
really
telling
good.
you, Lisa, you can plant if you don't have like deer. These are hospices. They get really, really big. Sure. And they are. I like perennials because they just come back every year.
mm-hmm.
So these I planted probably in 2016, and then they just come back every year.
They are pretty. And what are they called again?
They're hospices. These are hospices as well. They kind of look like the flowers look very similar to yours, but I actually planted these last year, and they get really, really big, really fast. Um, so yeah,
They
these
are
are
cute.
different
Yeah,
kinds.
they are.
So,
Cause
do
I'm
you
trying
have
to.
a watering system? Is that like a sprinkler situation?
No, I am the watering system. Then
Be like, no.
that would be me.
Oh, I thought that the round things in the ground was like a sprinkler. So,
No.
what are they then? They solar lights?
Oh, you talking? Yes, yes. I was like, what round things are you talking about? Yes, those are solar lights. Okay.
She said it's all muscle over here.
You gonna look? You gonna make me get out there and make me another garden bed?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah,
Y'all,
that's
the
beautiful,
people
Jennifer.
next door to me, they just had some landscapers come out here, and they had a big old truck, and they were putting like rocks down in the front. It was filled with weeds, and so I don't know what happened. I was around the house, but they made them people, my neighbors. I guess they made them take all the rocks up.
Wow.
That's crazy.
So the homeowners association won't allow, maybe because it did it throw off everything or was it pretty?
No, it literally just happened just now. They put it down. They put the rock down, and then they picked it up and put it back in the truck.
Oh wow.
Wow.
They're like wrong address, wrong address. Get them all back up.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've definitely gotten more into making the front of my home beautiful. I was just doing gardening at first. And so now it's more so I realized that I really love flowers. And so why not just plant them all around you if that's what you love?
Yeah.
Anything that make you feel like home is where you need to be. So,
Oh, I
what
also
you
use
thinking,
fish
Karen?
emulsion. Y'all familiar with fish emulsion?
Coconut water.
What is
What
that?
baby?
What is that?
Who?
This
Yeah.
can you read it or is that backwards?
Oh, liquid kelp.
Yeah, this is like
Oh,
fish
okay.
emulsion. And then I mix it with the good stuff. It's fulvic acid with seaweed. So this stuff will have stuff taken off. Yeah.
That's why I love y'all. Y'all gonna make me go outside, pull out the humid fulvic and the damn seaweed.
Mm-hmm. There's also
I've
this
been putting that
neem
in my
cake.
water too.
Oh,
I put kelp and folic acid in my water, and then water my soil with it.
Good. So I just had it sitting on the table. And so yeah. I'm gonna use it, but I didn't my fish emulsion doesn't I didn't buy the liquid, I'll say. I did see the granular, and they say when you garden it, if you mix it in, it's like a slow release. And so I need to keep that in mind because I just pour it on top and water it. And that humid fulvic makes a mess when you use it like that.
Mm. Well, I'm gonna have to order me some today.
Somewhat fish emulsion.
And the foric acid.
Yeah, let me see, Jennifer. Let me see that jug with the humid fulvic. I'm sorry.
sure. Hold on, let me switch my. This is neem fertilizer as well that I use initially because that helps with the insects. It's neem cake fertilizer. It's super, super hardy. Let me see if I can open it. Yeah.
Where do you get that from?
I'll send y'all the link. There's a melanated woman out of Hawaii
Oh,
um, who
Okay.
distributes it.
Do
And
you have to
okay.
then,
use a lot of it?
no, so I really typically when I start the garden bed, I put it there and then I will I'll take a little bit and mix it in with the water with this and the fish emulsion. Just a little bit, let it sit in the sun and then water. I fertilize only at night. um and
Why?
then so this because I feel like the most growth happens in darkness. So that's just my own thing.
Girl,
I
now
feel
we owe
like,
the
you
collection
know.
plate. Somebody pass the collection plate.
That's
The
crazy.
whole
I
world.
was just I was just telling my mother-in-law, she came and picked up the children today, and I was just telling her to only water at night. Um, I'm
Yeah.
like it'll just seem like it's just it'll be a better solution to water at night instead of trying to get out there in the morning, daytime and
Hmm.
water. Just do it at night. I was just
So the plants can rest them 8 hours just like
Yes,
you need eight
yes. They're
hours.
resting, they're replenishing.
Yeah. You
Hmm.
need 8 hours, the plant need 8 hours. Same. It's just
Hmm.
same. That's nice. So you
So
got
with
this from
this
the same
stuff, you
place?
definitely actually I got these off of Amazon. Um they last year this stuff was like out everywhere. I think I had to search high and low, but typically you can get it on Amazon. And you don't want this to sit on top of your leaves either. So you just want to rinse it a little bit, rinse your leaves off. So like
Girl,
with tomato, I don't put anything on top of the tomato leaves, because they get fungus very, very easily. So I do soil only for tomato plants. Because once you start getting fruit, and that water gets on them, they will, it leads to introduce bacteria and fungus. Yeah,
you said it needs to introduce it.
it does. It will. You wanna avoid watering the actual fruit and leaves of your tomato plants.
Of any plants. Plants, once they get
Yeah.
big leaves, they don't like that water.
That's probably why
Hmm.
mine look all shot out.
But
Yeah.
not shout out.
Yeah, they look shot out. They saying help me.
They like, wait.
Don't do that.
Right. What I am gonna start being more intentional with my watering, so I'm gonna start watering at night because I just keep watering, child, anytime.
Me too. I just got finished watering. They looked crazy. They looked like they was thirsty.
You talk about some shout out, it was crazy. But yeah, and I'm gonna start get out there a little bit earlier and put down the fulvic and the seaweed water, because I put the seaweed water inside of the water bottles in the dirt. So the roots are just getting that, kelp. So it's all the same. And so that's my big thing, how I've been successful. Those water bottles have changed the game. Cause you watering straight to the root. You ain't gotta worry about no whole bunch of fungus and stuff.
Yeah.
And I know some of the plastic, we got the chart in the Patreon that shows you what to look for on your water bottles to make sure that you can use them in that way. Also, we know that in the sun, the plastic becomes more and more porous. So you probably want to change those out a little more sort of often. It's just the once you get them installed, for me, I just can go directly into that. Once your plants get to a certain size, though, I learned that the hard way with the collard greens. Getting them leaves wet invited a whole bunch of pests. And so on the bottom side of that leaf, just from it being wet, all that moisture, it just make my foot crawl. I'm talking about go out there and you lift up that leaf and it's just a bunch of eggs. Ugh. And so yeah, the water.
Thank
And
y'all for that.
yeah, I was just like thank you, Jennifer, because I would have never thought about the what was the third thing you said? Oh, the
The
granular,
neem tea.
the neem.
Oh.
That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you use that for?
It's well, neem, is a natural insect repellent.
Right.
Um,
So
and it's
it's just going
also,
straight in the dirt.
mm-hmm,
So
and
do you
it's
be
mixed
seeing
with
those white
fertilizer.
bugs in your dirt?
No, not a whole lot of them. No.
Mm, it looks like a hard worm. Y'all, if y'all plant is dying
Mm-hmm.
off, just out of nowhere, check the soil because inside the soil will be these white bugs and it got like sharp looking feet, but it be eating at the roots of your plants and it kill them. And so that's another thing. This year when I went out there and had to redo the garden boxes, we had a lot of those bugs in the dirt, and so I was just throwing them out to the side. Even the chickens don't want to eat those bugs.
Wow.
Oh, I think I have seen a couple. They're balled up, but they're
Hmm.
longer. Yes, I have definitely seen those. I didn't know they ate the roots.
Yeah, that'll eat the roots of your plants. Cause my beans were doing lovely last year, and then they just start dying in certain spots. And I thought to myself, well, maybe it was the end of the life cycle for the bean, and those were in the soil, tearing them up. So yeah, don't forget to check the soil. It all starts in the soil. Okay, y'all. So of course, this is our restroom break. If you're partaking in the herb, get your herb ready. We're gonna transition outside so we can get out of here. If you are planning anything, feel free to do so. We would love to see you plant. This is like open floor. Karen Nissa, did you want to update us on your garden, girl?
Oh, I thought you'd never ask.
Oh, I gotta ask.
Yes, I'd love to update y'all. Um, I live in an apartment and I am doing container gardening. Well, mesh bag gardening. Okay, so here I have beets that want to do good and want to do bad at the same time. Every time I come out here, just I think the children are like fucking with them. I planted some more tomatoes. They're coming up. Those are some organic tomatoes. I don't know what's going on with the spinach. Yeah, this the real garden over here.
The spinach
That's
ain't
just some
acting
stuff
right.
by the front door.
The spinach
Yesterday
ain't
I
acting
came
right.
outside and on my corn I had a leaf miner and it went from like the tip of the leaf all the way to the almost down in there. But I just took the leaf off and killed the leaf miner too. Um,
Pause the phone on each plant so the camera can
uh-oh,
pick
hold
up
on.
on it.
Hold on, I can't. Hold on, just a second. Can y'all hear me?
Say something else.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear. You know, when you show us the plants, pause on the plant so the camera can pick up.
All right. Can you see the plant now? Can you hear me?
Yes, I can see the plant and I can hear you.
Okay. Okay. So these are um the squash. These are the squash that had the leaf miners, and they have been growing back since I've cut the leaves. I want to cut this one too. I did replant two of them just because it was like three in here and they died off. Um, I have a squash here. I had to cut all the leaves off and it's starting to grow back. As you said, master teacher, that when you cut them, the leaves grow back. And I was like using mixed soil from, oh, little motherfucker, you. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, hell no. Look what I'm finding on my motherfucking grow bag.
I
Look at
see you over
this.
there going to war with the caterpillars.
Look at this little motherfucker. Oh, you trying to be slick, huh? You ain't see nothing in there, huh? You little mother sucker, you. Get your ass.
You got to look up the spiritual meaning of the caterpillar.
You know what? They've been around me, and I don't know what the hell it is, but they've been coming. They've been coming. Um, damn. Look, they done ate up all my broccoli. I had a full bed of broccoli over here. They done ate them all up. This is my kale.
Did you
My
make the
kale.
bug spray?
Say that again.
Did you use the bug spray recipe?
Yes, but it's just like they just don't like they used to it or something. Maybe I need to use some more neem oil.
Or some more peppermint and eucalyptus?
Yeah, maybe I do. But I have found the caterpillars on these yesterday, and they green, so I wasn't really paying attention. But them little motherfuckers
Jennifer,
was
where
big
you
as
get your
hell.
netting from?
What'd you say?
Where do you buy your netting that you cover up your plants with?
Oh gosh, that's a really good question. I don't remember. I gotta go through my emails and find out.
Yeah, I need it. I need help, y'all. But these are my beans, my bush beans. Growing three of them.
They look good.
They doing well, very well. Um, I have a little okra here. Its brothers and sisters was taken out by bugs, so it is growing though. See them little starting to sprout.
You talking about the brother and sister were taken out. I ain't messing.
For real. This is my one marigold that you sent me. That's doing excellent.
Look at it. It's huge.
Huge. Five
Yes,
tiers.
it's beautiful.
Yes. I can't wait till it start flowering. But them crows though, for this corn, them crows been out here. They come sit by my window too. They like, yeah, we know you growing corn.
You out there fighting with nature.
Yeah. They like, look, you bringing some shit over here. I got this little bitty section, and all of this is there's no flowers. It's not producing nothing. It's just all BS. Like, can I just have this whole section? Like, give it to me. That's all I
Yeah,
need.
most apartments they don't think about sustainable, like growing food. They want it to look good.
Yeah, let me grow your food. I'll
So
give you
you
some.
adding
They
bees to
said
the
no.
city?
Huh?
They said no. You couldn't use that area.
Um, so this little piece right here, this is where I was growing. I first started growing beans, and sugar snaps here last year,
Mhm.
and they help. They told me I can cut it down, and it haven't been doing well since. So I was like, can y'all just like move this little tree? Have the gardeners come and move this, and I can just have this section. If I can have this small section right here, I would just have a, I put a raised bed right here, right in the middle of everything. But they said they have to get it approved, and that might take some time. And but nobody complains about it. Luckily, everybody comes out. The people in the apartment, they come out, they check on it, and yeah. So I'm just waiting, but I'll have some land soon. So this is
Okay.
this is trial and error right here.
Yeah, and you're bringing beauty to the place. You giving people the ideas to grow food.
Yeah.
And so you planting the seeds in the minds of your neighbors, and they'll follow suit.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And also, you're proof that you can grow anywhere.
Hell yeah. I mean, I started inside
Yeah.
my house. I started inside the house, and I'm like, you know what? Let me take this outside. Ain't nobody complains, so I'm okay. I'm okay.
I'm proud of you, girl.
But I have these tomatoes. Thank you, thank you. I have these tomatoes. They starting to flower and starting to come in again because I done took them down. I done pruned them, and I'm just like, you know what? Let me just leave them alone this time. Let them grow. So yeah, this is my little garden. Got some peppers and cantaloupe here, and basil. I pruned this basil like 3 days ago, and it just keep producing.
They look happy.
Yeah, they just keep producing. This some watermelon. It's two different kinds of watermelon, and I'm not sure what it is, but they growing, and I just hope they live long. Live long. But yeah, that's it. That's my little garden.
I see you growing sweet potato too.
You know what? I just put the potatoes out here to see if I can get them to root. They taking longer out here versus in the house. I have some in the house, and
Cover them up.
in the house they rooted. They sprouted. They all
Yeah, I
like them in
sprout
the
mine.
buds. Yeah. I had them covered. I had these covered at first, and then I
Um,
just took them out of the soil like 2 days ago to see if they got some roots. They got a little bit, but not
yeah,
not like the ones inside the house. The ones inside the house like plant me now.
I got one in my windowsill that got like 4, 5 plants growing at the top.
Yeah.
So thank you for sharing, Shanette. Do you want to share your garden? Okay.
You're echoing on my side. I don't know if it's echoing on anybody else's side. Is anybody else echoing, or is just I don't I hear echoing.
I hear it too.
I think all right, it's good right now. Um, well, I watered this morning, but now that I watered this morning before they say before it gets too hot, because I watered around like 7 in the morning. But I feel like because it's so hot outside, some of the plants are like I was like, did I not water enough? Because now they're like looking all droopy right now. I'm coming, y'all.
What we were saying is that in the when the sun is out, most of the energy is pumped to the root of the plant, and so they're gonna look as hot as it can, especially here.
I was like, oh my goodness. They look so, the cucumber plant looking crazy. Let me see. Put my camera. So I got another bed. Like the corn is doing okay that since I transplanted it, but I planted another one that sprouted yesterday. Then I got two watermelon seeds that sprouted. Um, the squash didn't really do too good with the transplant, so I did some more. But see how this one's like limp,
Did you put
and I
some
have
Epsom salt on there?
well, this one these are done for, but these are the new ones. But see, I was like limped over, and I just watered this like early this morning before it got too hot, like 7 o'clock.
Mhm.
That one may not make it, but I planted new ones.
Well,
Um,
Jennifer was just sharing that she only waters at night.
yeah,
Why you say that, Jennifer? Oh, because of the plant resting, like them 8 hours, just like you would rest 8 hours. And I say I'm gonna commit to start watering at night too, because I be watering it anytime,
yeah, I
day and
water
night.
Well,
at
no,
night.
I fertilize at night only. But I
Fertilizer.
water first
Oh,
thing in the morning before sunrise, and then again at sunset. Yeah,
wow.
so twice a day.
I usually do that too. But they like just limpy. They just, but they. Oh, what is this one?
Just give them some more water. They might just be thirsty. Or, yesterday was 109 when we were out in heat. And so
Yeah,
they might just be exhausted.
see my cucumber looking little. It was fine this morning. I was looking.
It's cute. It's big, girl. You gonna need a trellis right there. Boom.
That's my little okra plant. That's my bunch onion. Um, this pepper's still the same. I'm just trying. I'm trying to see what else I can grow. Turnips is like sprouting a little bit.
Another way for you to retain moisture, if you buy some mulch, and a good and fairly cheap mulch would be the straw.
Mhm.
If you put
Okay.
that straw down in your water, that will help your plants retain that moisture into soil. So you won't have to well, I ain't gonna say you won't have to water as often because it gets hot here.
Yeah.
But it'll retain it more. The plants will be a little bit more happier. And Karen, this is for your bags too. I'm gonna post the straw that I got off Amazon in the group. Let me do it right now. Let me mute.
Okay.
So how's your sunflower doing?
That died. I came out here this morning, but I think because I didn't water last night, so that's probably what happened. So when I came out here, and I was gone, remember, I was gone all day, so they was gone. I got to try again, so it's okay.
Yeah, me and Shanette was at that water child, the children. Every 5 minutes, I was like, where are the other kids? Let me put my eye on everybody. And so they just enjoyed themselves. Um, Shannon, he wasn't comfortable at first. And then I said, you having fun? He said, yeah. He was so calm, laid back in the water. Like, yes, ain't he? And so we enjoyed that. Even the baby got out there. He got to the point where he was comfortable floating in his little float. And then Pharaoh and Chase. Yeah, Chase and me, we played water football. They done came up on the ball. I'm like, okay, let's do this.
Yeah, somebody gave them that ball. They was like, y'all want a football? And they was like, yeah. I was like, that was nice of them. But
Yeah,
yes,
yeah.
they enjoyed it. But I was like, ugh, boys,
Jeanette
man.
was hot. She hot and pregnant.
I was like, I'm tired. My limit 2 hours. Y'all want to be out here all day. I'm like, ugh. But I'm
But
glad they
yeah,
enjoyed themselves. So
I'm glad they enjoyed them eggs, girl. I just was like, we ain't got nobody to get out these eggs soon.
yes, and it's different. Like you see the difference in it. It's like real golden, yellow. So I was like, I need me
Yeah,
some chickens.
right. I was gonna say I love the fact that I know what my chicken is eating. And so I was telling Jennifer now I feed them flowers, I feed them natural grains and oats too. And so just in animals, the best if you're gonna be consuming them, at least care for them so you know exactly what you're getting. Because we know some of this stuff coming out the lab. Anyway, so we are transitioning, y'all. Go pee. I gotta go pee. I've been holding my pee. I got a bad habit of holding it. Get your green for those that partake. We're gonna head on outside. So I can give y'all the update of my garden. Y'all can see it. And then I just want y'all to make sure to look and care closely at your plants that you don't think that are progressing at the rate that the pack. If you read your pack, if you didn't read the back of your seed pack, then go research and look up that plant and see what's the life cycle of it. Number one, we all planted a lot of stuff together, so I think the video is perfect because we can go back and know what we planted, because sometimes we discuss it here. Also, I remember planting in class with y'all, putting all my seeds in the water. And so you just want to go back to your plant date and see what's the life cycle. The watermelon, I feel like those should be definitely sown while it's still cold outside, because now mines are going, we into the summer and fruit don't like to be too hot. And so it has a lot of the bushy leaves, which is going to shade it. But I just remember trying to grow it last year and how we had all that greenery and didn't get as much harvest. And that's the goal, to get harvest so you can give some to your family and friends. We talking about building we talking about building community. And so in community is sharing. We all bringing something to the table. So if you're the person that's growing the food, you want to make sure you master your plants to where you can always give some away. And that's what I admire about the gardening community. Most people that grow a lot, they give a lot to their family and friends. They are the friend that provides that what do they call it? The relief. Food is relief. If you getting some for free, those eggs, that's minor. Pharaoh sold his first dozen of eggs officially on Thursday at the swim park. So he is swimming like a fish. He was showing out yesterday. He want to swim backwards, forwards, under the water. He kicking like a little fish. And so he was proud that he sold his first thing of eggs. And I just, for me, thank you, Jennifer. The links are in the chat. Jennifer just dropped the links for, let's see, Berm Cake. Let me pull it up. Okay, this is the sister that sells the neem. Okay.
So that's the neem cake, the kelp, and then I'm getting the folic acid.
I want to do the chat playback. That's what's on my mind. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen just in case it don't. I think because it's a call, it won't. So let me share the screen right now just so y'all can see what her Instagram page looks like. Y'all know it take me a minute. I'm not tech savvy. I be over here lost. So I'm trying to share just a tab, but it keeps asking. Share tab audio. I guess I'm gonna have to all window, maybe. Okay. Okay, yeah, I'm having to share my entire screen. So this is what the lady, this is what the sister's page looks like. How do you pronounce her name? Aina? Aina Company. And she is out of Hawaii. It won't let me scroll, but y'all can see that just so when you get on there, you know, people doing fake pages. And let me click on the other links. Can y'all see that? No, let me see. Can y'all see that?
Yeah.
So this is the organic kelp. And you said you mix this with water?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just put probably like 2 tablespoons worth in a gallon of water. I don't really measure.
Okay. And let me share the other one. And so this is in liquid or is it like granular too?
They're both liquid.
Okay. So I don't have when I use the helmet, the reason why it's sitting on the shelf is because once you spray it down in a powder and hit it with water, it flies everywhere. Okay. When I say a mess. Absolute mess. Don't do it. So I was just like, yeah, I need to find a better way of watering. And so I'm just gonna start putting it in my bucket with the aquarium filter on it. Cause that's why I put the seaweed anyway. And so that way it'll be in that water. Cause it's a mess, y'all.
Have y'all ever tried doing banana peels? Like soaking banana peels in water and using that as fertilizer?
I have.
You
So
haven't
can you use
Can you
old
use
banana?
old bananas? You can use whatever type of old bananas, the whole bananas, the banana peels. I drop it in
hmm
a gallon water, poke holes in the top, and that's how I water with the banana peels.
And so do
And
you
so
add
do you
more
add
water?
more
Like if
water?
you use
Like
a
if you use a
gallon,
gallon,
you run
yeah,
out, you
you run
just
out,
add
you
more
just add
water.
more water. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Yep.
So I'm
So I'm
thinking, can I
thinking,
drop
can I
those
drop
banana
those
peels in
banana
a bucket
peels
of
in a bucket
water?
of water?
Y'all gave me
Y'all
so many
gave me so many
ideas.
ideas.
I don't know why it's echoing. Okay. It's gone. Yeah. Um, I'm gonna just like what I do for the seaweed is I bought some aquarium filters. So it looks like this little net. And I put the seaweed in the net so it won't get caught up inside of the filter in the bucket. And so now I have old bananas. I'm gonna take those bananas and just put them in that net too. Because if I can use that for watering, that's even better. Because them bananas is sitting in that refrigerator looking
Refrigerator
so
looking so
sad.
sad. Yep, that's potassium. That's good potassium for the plants. I was successful at having a sugar snaps and green beans last year with doing that method.
So the
So
sugar
the
snaps
sugar snaps
like
like
potato.
potato. Hmm.
Girl, I'm so
Girl, I'm
glad.
so glad.
I'm grateful
I'm
for y'all.
grateful for y'all. I couldn't grow nothing
I
else but those two. Sugar snaps and green beans. That's it.
and so you
Nothing
just
else but
water.
those two. I just water the soil.
Yeah, I'm gonna try that today. I have y'all would be if somebody open the refrigerator, they would just think we just dirty. I just don't want to throw the bananas away because I knew that I was gonna use them in some
In
kind of
some
way
kind of way.
in the garden. And so they are crispy black. They not crispy black, mushy black. That's how the bananas, how long they been in there. And so I'm just gonna take them on outside. That is good advice. Thank you. And my beans are looking like they are exhausted. So that's perfect.
Nina, don't feel bad. You see me? Look at me. Don't feel bad. I got two of them, but I make banana bread with mine. So,
Oh,
oh, yeah, I make banana bread or pancakes. I leave them in there. They super sweet, and yeah, I even make banana pudding with those. So you can still use ripe bananas.
I just
I
love
just
it when
love
they
it when
get
they
the
get the
spots on
spots
it,
on it,
but they
but they
transition
transition
from the
from the
spots
spots
and the
and
black
the black
so
so
fast. And
fast.
so I
And so
never
I
can
never
quite
can
get to
quite get
them.
to them.
But I
But
just knew
I
not to
just
throw
knew
them
don't
away.
throw them away.
I'm so
I'm so
grateful. So
grateful.
when you
So
make your
when you make
banana
your
bread,
banana
what you
bread,
do?
what you do? I just mash those bananas. I use 4 or 5 bananas. I got some more sitting on the counter, but um, I just mash the bananas, add my flour, um, my nuts, my vegan egg, and bake it.
I'm sorry, it went out on me. You said you mashed the bananas. What else?
Yeah, I just mix all my ingredients with the bananas. I have some in the fridge and some on the counter. Just that's how I make my banana bread, or add it to some flour, or um, put some agave sweetener, some chickpea flour, and I make some pancakes. Yeah, or I mash them and I cook them. Um, I cook them to make them like a banana syrup, and that'll be like my banana gelatin for my banana cream, my like banana cream for my banana
Oh
pudding.
wow. Well, thank you for sharing that. I'm like, girl, I didn't think of banana bread. I love banana.
What? Banana bread? What? You
Absolutely.
can mash some of
Okay,
those
y'all.
up and
So
drop some whole. Yes.
you said what?
I said you can mash some and drop some whole inside the banana bread as it cooked. Girl, what? Yes.
All right, y'all. Go pee. I'm gonna meet y'all outside. I'm gonna hop on my phone, and so we do want to get out here. I want to show y'all the potato plants. They are flat, and so I'm gonna hop on my phone and go use the restroom, and I'm gonna meet y'all outside. Oh, I have a question. Let me make sure. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yep.
Just wonder why little boys will go to the bathroom and don't flush the damn toilet. Is that natural for little
Yep.
boys?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
poop and all that.
Yep. I
Hey,
got pee behind the toilet, girl. I hate, absolutely hate cleaning the toilet because there's pee all over the toilet, all behind the toilet, all on the floor, all on the damn mat. Gotta walk in, step on some pee, sit on some pee. I'm just like, what the hell?
and I keep saying, dang, why I gotta keep telling you to flush the toilet? It's so odd. Like, dude, flush the toilet. And then he had everything in order. It's all present, but you leaving it behind. Like, no. I'm gonna put him in the bathroom with his dad. That's what's gonna happen. And like you say, pee on the floor. Okay, y'all. So I'm gonna start over here with grapevines, the muscadines. These are the grapes that are indigenous to here. And so as y'all see, they doing well. They have bined around the fence. That's the plan. And you can see the Arizona grape down here. It will not go away. We cut it down and it's like, oh, I'm finna go across the yard. We're gonna leave this right here because Sparrow likes chewing the leaves. He was very sad when we cut it down. But I was telling him we gotta have grapes that we can actually eat. Okay. So, woo. Y'all look at this sun. Ooh, whoa. My neighbor said it's stroke weather. I'm like, well, dang. Okay. This is the other one. This is the COWART. So I say cohort muscadine. And it's growing. I just gotta stick it back through the fence. We don't need you over there, my friend. But we can see the new leaf on the top. So we're doing something right. Being that this grass is so high, the grasshoppers are over here too. Ooh, a ladybug. I'm just trying to find this, y'all. I'm finna move forward. But yeah, this one was almost dead. Y'all can see the leaves. I did not prune it when I put it in here. It gonna have to thug it out. I ain't got time. And so it looks good. It even has a new branch right here coming out the front. And I like this one over here. This is the dark purple. That one is the bronze muscadine. The one we just saw. This is the dark purple. I wanted both of them right across from each other because in Georgia, when you go to the store, that's what they sell, the bronze and this one. Let me see the name of it. It's called the Black Fry Muscadine. The black ones are usually way sweeter than the green ones. And then I'm gonna show y'all the one way over here. Y'all gotta bear with me. I should have brought my water. We're gonna go check out what the wind. And I know that the wind brings in messages. I just wish my greenhouse wasn't a bystander of whatever's being spoken. Woo. Okay, so this is the current state. Yeah. Let me go to the front so I can show y'all. This is the squash. Jeanette, you remember yesterday? I was like, what happened? Same thing happening.
Yeah, wow again. It's
Yeah,
so
it's
hot
not gonna
outside.
stop.
Like
You
it's
said,
like why is it so windy? I'm like so hot outside. It's like why is it so windy too?
yeah. I had flowers to bloom over here, y'all. I missed the hand pollination period. And so hopefully I'll catch it by the time we do all the repairs. I want y'all to see what a squash that did not get pollinated looks like. It showed y'all last week. I'll show you again. So this one on this side, you can see the little shriveled up next to, I don't know how I missed that pollination, but just get it off as soon as possible. If it's dead, it's just gonna mildew the plant. Ouch. Yeah. But this is the current state. Look at this thing. And it's very windy and it's blowing windy heat. But have no fear. We coming out here today. Pharaoh, come tell everybody, hey. Pharaoh dropped y'all a video this week about the pollinators. I'm gonna upload it. Gotta put it on YouTube first and then share the link. But we walked out one day and he was talking about how the bees, he explained how the bees and other animals pollinate. You gonna tell everybody, hey? Okay. Can take he being shy today. He said, hey y'all, look at the potatoes. This is what happened yesterday. They were all standing up strong.
Yeah, they were. That's crazy.
And look at the beat. My beat said, girl, you know we've been ready. I'm gonna go on to take these in the porch. They can't stand extreme heat. Or at least put them in the shade. We about to repair this today, y'all. Y'all know we ain't gonna make a video about it because the phone will overheat. This is what happened yesterday. This whole honeydew plant was out the ground, and I thought that if I just put it back in, I couldn't have thought that. We had company, we had to keep it rolling. And so this is the result of me not even just trying to water it. It probably would have been okay, but I doubt it. Um, and the watermelon plant. Look at them, y'all. They are miserable. And all this because the greenhouse was up on the side leaning. At least I got these. Like I say, don't be discouraged. Just plan over. Watermelon take 100 days, and so I don't know. Oh, look at, is this past? Oh yeah, this, y'all see that? This is what I'm saying, y'all. Do y'all see that?
No. What is it?
Dang. I'm gonna take a picture and put it in the Patreon. I'm glad this happened. See, everything happened for a reason. That has eggs all over it.
Ooh, my head, girl, my heart hurting for you over here.
Right. They all dead. Look, except for Mary Jane. Mary Jane.
Looking beautiful over there.
Yes,
That's
baby.
good.
Mary Jane said, I do this for a living. The strawberries are okay, y'all. We only got like 3, but we're going to keep them growing. And these are the watermelons I was telling y'all not growing as fast. They got a slower growth rate, clearly. So that's, I guess I'm sharing this to let y'all know this happens to everybody. Gardening is constant work. Look at this spider. Y'all see that?
Yes.
This is a sign of neglect. Because if I was out here the way I'm supposed to be, that damn spider web wouldn't have got a chance. These are the broccoli. They just need a little water. They going good. These are the carrots I told y'all that survived the rabbit. Y'all can see the grasshopper hiding on the let me see if y'all can see it. Oh, it's too far. Right down. Come out, little grasshopper. We know you in there. I'm just gonna wait till these go to flower. The only setback to a greenhouse is the grasshoppers. Because once they get in, they're gonna be there. But I just look at it as us assisting nature because they do play their part. It's enough leaves, as long as they don't get out of control. Sometimes we get out here and feed the grasshoppers to Coco them. And so just keeping the balance in nature. These are the sunflowers. This is one that just grew back randomly. And this is from this week. Y'all see all that? Ooh, don't fly into my face. Hold on now. The sunflower's gonna draw so many bugs. Okay. Now, like y'all was saying, y'all leaves are limp. Y'all see these leaves on these plants are very limp. And I'm gonna go in the gate over here because I don't really be showing y'all a good example of what this is doing. This is the first no dig bed. Um, I like it so far. The only issue I have is it being not deep enough. And so I had to put in some supports for the okra. But next year we are gonna add a couple of layers of dirt and continue adding on. And that way it'll have a little more depth to support the plant. Okras get really tall. You see the leaves, they limp. It's in the heat of the day, and I didn't water on watering day. Me and Shanette both chose to neglect our plants on yesterday. This cucumber is going awesome. I can't wait to eat me some cucumbers. Y'all remember when you picking cucumbers, let them lay on the countertop for at least a week. Sometimes when you get them straight out the vine and use them, they're a little bitter. And so these are the ones that I told y'all I ghetto fired this one. It's surviving a little bit. But I put that braiding clip right there on the stem where it broke. Well, I can't say it's ghetto fired. This is creative garden. Creative gardening. And so it's holding up. It's just not as healthy as the other ones. Okay, so this is the corn. The ones in the front are doing way better than any of these. I have no idea why. All I could think of is it was a different type of corn. I did start out with one type and ended up with the next. And so they are doing well. We're gonna go to the next greenhouse so y'all can see the ones in the greenhouse. But yeah, I was saying we ain't gonna get no video this afternoon because it's hot. And so I'm gonna be out here buttering my husband up because he don't really like to work. he be saying it ain't my garden all the time. And I'm like, who else is gonna help me though? You are the muscle to this operation.
Gonna have to move something.
Okay. And you're gonna have to eat these vegetables. Open up. So let me roll this up. Hold on, y'all. It is so hot out here. Woo. Oh, and I forgot to show y'all the other muscadine. Hold on. We're gonna look at that first. I can't believe this wind is acting up like this. I appreciate everybody sharing their garden today. Got to spend some time with Jennifer as well. She's been traveling. I don't know if we got to spend some time with Jennifer. She's been traveling, attending a family. And so she definitely brought us some value. Lisa, you came through with a different color empathy ears. I just don't know where I can find them. So maybe did you get those off Amazon?
No, I got it from Sam's Club.
Oh, this is the other cannabis plant. Look at my baby. It's getting tall, baby. It's going down. Again, once your plant get this size, you can let it get a little taller because they get up to like 6 feet, 7 feet. You want to start going in and out of the dark. So however many hours in the day, 24, you're gonna be getting your plant 12 hours of light and 12 hours of dark. And that helps it to produce the flowers. And the sooner you start doing that, the better, the bigger the buds. All right, so look at the corn in the greenhouse. It's out of control. We love you, corn. Corn is still in the show in the greenhouse this year. Corn said we taking over. These are just some plants that I planted, some kale, cabbage, collard. I pulled them up to give away, but then the chickens keep digging in my stuff. And so I might have to plant some of those. Now look at my beans. Girl, they need them banana peels. You see them? They look so sad. They flowered, but they still look sad. This is the water with the seaweed in it. And I'm gonna come right out here and bring the banana peels. These are some plants that I got for my neighbors' grandchildren. I'm gonna give them that. Y'all, I shared what happened in the last 2 days. And so being on my side, I'm not gonna go over it again just out of respect. But if you want to know, um, just go back in the class video. Last night was a heavy, heavy night. And my neighbor's husband, like literally took his last breath in front of me. And so I tell the full story, just go back and rewind. But these are the tomato plants. They are doing awesome. Look at them. I still might hand pollinate them. But they look good. This is a tomato plant that's growing back. Um, I did not plant it, and you don't supposed to grow tomatoes twice in the same space. They grew back. I didn't have the heart to take them down. Number one, the grape tomatoes are really good because when I'm out here gardening and I haven't ate, I pop those jokers right off the plant into my mouth. Okay, little cricket coming through. These are the beefsteak tomatoes. We planted these later, and so that's why they coming in a little slower. We don't mind when tomatoes are happy; they'll keep growing, and so we'll enjoy those all the way into the fall. Now I was on the phone with y'all when I planted this stuff, some collards, some kale. The chickens have dug this up 50 times, and so this is the kale that survived the chicken. Y'all see it? They not ate it up, both of them. And so I might have to take those plants that y'all just saw and plant them back in the garden bed. Um, that's the tour and the update. My marijuana seed is looking bad. Like we said, leaf watering, wetting the leaf. This leaf looks horrible. And so I'm gonna go ahead and prune it off and just start using the bottle solely on the marijuana because I don't want I know not to be watering it wildly. I mean cannabis plants don't like their leaves wet for real. And so most, if you go on YouTube and you look up some videos, you will see most growers have their plants buried in the middle of a mulch pile, and it's also water irrigated. It's not wetting up the leaves. It's like watering directly in the ground. And they also have their cannabis plants planted like a mound. And so professional growers know not to just be squirting the leaves. Me, sometimes I'm just trying to get it up. I'm gonna be honest. Look at this plastic beating up my squash. Oh my goodness, stop. Yeah, we're gonna fix it. I take a before and after. Like I said, the phone be overheating. So I had to keep my phone on the porch and we usually are playing music while we're working the yard. And so I'm gonna go in here and butter my husband's toast so he can get out here a little sooner than later. Anybody else want to share? All right, so if y'all don't want to share, is anybody saying something? Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. Well, if anybody don't, well, everybody done. We appreciate you. Don't forget to send me in a video of you and your harvest so I can print your certificate. That is the prerequisite. When you do your pruning, for those of you that have pruning to do, don't be afraid to taste your plant leaves. I wouldn't advise tomato because tomatoes sometimes make you itch. But sometimes the whole plant is edible. And so share with us your experience. Shout out to Shanette. She already fulfilled her certification. And so this week I'm gonna find the format for the certificate. I want it to look really nice. I want it to cater around nature. And so that's what I'll be doing. And by the end of the month, everybody who has fulfilled that will have their certificates. I appreciate and I can't words can't even express how much I appreciate y'all actually showing up and actually sharing. Y'all not just in class looking, y'all are doing the work. And I see y'all posting on your social media. Um and I just appreciate it. I love growing. We got some good tips here. We got a couple of more weeks. We're gonna get in here. Like I say, the floor will be open. If you having any plant trouble, please reach out. Don't let your plant suffer for too long. We all are here. If you have a question and I can't respond right away, post it in the chat up on the post. When I see it, I'll repost it as a main post. And I hope you all enjoy your week and peace out.
Thank you. Thank you.
Have a
Thank
good
you.
day.
You too. What you say, Karen?
I said thank you. Thank you. Y'all have a great one.
Anytime, ladies, and enjoy your week. Go back and look at the cards we pulled. We pulled the what did we pull today? Oh, your plant care missile. What's the marigold? We pulled that today.
Yeah.
And so it
Yeah, it's
stood for
kind of good.
positivity. And then we went to the tarot deck. And what did we pull in the tarot deck? Um, it was the same card, a positivity card. Ace of baskets. Yeah, so just go back. All right, y'all. I'm gonna get out of here. Peace.
Okay. All right. Peace, y'all.
Man, I like passed out for like 5 seconds.